So 2 years ago, I was sitting right where you are now, wondering if anybody would actually pay me to run a photo booth. For context, I had 0 clients, no clue what I was doing, no idea what to charge, and I spent countless hours Googling how to start a photo booth business. Fast forward to now, I booked over 50 events in my first year. I want to show you exactly how I did it so you can start getting paid too. Plus, I have a free resource to help you get started today, so stick around. I remember launching my business Instagram account and refreshing my email every hour, hoping someone, anyone, would book me. Obviously, nothing came in, of course. And here is the hard truth. If you are waiting for clients to magically find you, you're going to be waiting a long time. So let's talk about some of the big mistakes most beginners make. And let me know if this sounds like you. They set up a website and wait for clients. They undercharge because they're scared to ask for money. They let imposter syndrome keep them from taking action. I can say yes to all 3 things. I was waiting around for clients thinking that once it showed up on Google, they would find me. I was so scared to ask for money because I hardly valued myself, or my prices was too expensive for me. I could never afford it. So in my mind, who else could afford it? And I completely felt like I was a nobody, knew nothing. How could I possibly actually run a business? I knew nothing about business. And so to say I've been there is the absolute truth. I have totally been there, and I totally get you if you feel that way too. And so today I want to break down the exact roadmap I used to go from being a nobody photo booth vendor to having to turn away clients because we are booked and busy. And spoiler alert, you don't need fancy branding or thousands of followers to start making money in your business. What I've put together for you guys is your first gig in 30 days roadmap. And this is something that I've worked super hard on, putting together everything that I have tried and failed with to help you step by step to getting your first booking within 30 days. So let's go through each week one by one and overview exactly what that looks like. And regardless if you're already in your business, if you are still wanting to just get leads, I want you to follow this roadmap and see if this works for you too. All right, so in week 1, this is gonna be for the newbies. We're going to be setting up your business and setting your pricing. So the first thing I want you to do is to register your business and set up your payment system. We're not doing Venmo here. We're gonna be setting up and establishing something that you can use for the long term. The second thing you need to do is obviously establish your pricing. We're not gonna charge $100. We're not gonna charge $150 just to get booked. We're going to charge our worth based on value and profit. The third thing we're gonna do is make a very simple website with the only goal being getting leads. The goal of a website is going to be to get people to come in and people to book you, okay? Moving on to week number 2, we want you to get visible and start outreach. So what you're gonna do in the second week is you're gonna post a demo reel. Yes, even if you haven't done a reel event yet, I want you to post a demo reel. I want you to get your friends and family, film a demo reel of them experiencing your photo booth. Then in the second week, I also want you to DM 5 to 10 potential clients per day. This may sound overwhelming, but this could literally be 30 minutes of your day. Split it up in the morning and the afternoon, 5 to 10 a day. And in those DMs or emails, I want you to also offer some sort of intro special or added value that makes it irresistible for them to book you. In the third week, we're gonna follow up and close the deal. Here's the truth, 80% of clients book after the second or third follow-up, period. It's going to take a lot of follow-up. Just because you don't hear back the first time doesn't mean it's a no. Honestly, when I first started, I did not stop following up until I heard no. So that sounds crazy, but that's kind of what it takes in order to not only break off that fear of rejection. This will help greatly with that, but it also will show persistence, and people really are attracted to persistence, or they'll tell you no and you'll know, okay, this is definitely not a lead that I'm going to work with in the future. You don't know until you try. When you do outreach, you're probably gonna get some objections like you're too expensive. And in the third week, I want you to really play around with how you can combat those objections. Maybe show your value some more if they say you're too expensive. Like if someone is saying you're too expensive, then it's a big red flag telling you that you're not showing your value, or maybe they really just sincerely can't afford you. But I want you to try and think of, maybe I could show my value a little bit better in this way. And the goal with week 1, week 2, week 3 is to eventually come to week 4 with some sort of paid client, one way or another. While you may not in week 4 actually do an event, you might, but week 4, I want you to really think through how you're going to do an event, arriving early, testing everything, making sure you're capturing marketing content during the event so that you can reshare it, reuse it, and then I want you to focus on following up with those clients within 24 hours to grab testimonials, to reuse, and get more bookings. And if you want a breakdown of this roadmap in a printable format, I did put together a free first gig checklist that walks you through all of this, and you can grab it in the description below. I want to tell you a little story of how early on in my journey, I actually took a free event and turned it into $3,000 in bookings in one day. And let's talk about something that might surprise you. Yes, there are times when doing a free event will actually make sense, but the key is doing it strategically. And so here's how I did it. There was a venue that I reached out to that was having an open house. This happens all across the country, all the time. At this open house, I collected 80 plus emails from potential clients who were visiting, who were in the frame of mind of booking their wedding at this venue. They were able to see the photo booth in action, experience it for themselves, and envision what their guests would experience too. I booked 2 events valued at $1,500 at that venue, giving me $3,000 in bookings for a couple hours of my time. Not only that, but I've met vendor professionals there that continually refer me and continue to get me bookings. The thing with free events is if you're gonna do a free event, you have to make it work for you. So always have a contract, always make sure you're collecting emails, and maximize the exposure. And if you need help figuring out how to do this the right way, I cover this in my first paid gig starter pack. All right, so if you've made it this far, you are serious about getting booked, and I wanna help you get there faster. So I put together everything I wish I had when I was starting, the full 30-day step-by-step guide. In this pack, in this starter pack, I have a pricing calculator that helps you price for profit. So if you want $300 per event, this calculator will automatically tally it all up for you and give you what your package pricing should be. I have email and social media outreach templates. I give you strategy on how to reach out to people on Instagram and LinkedIn DMs. That and so much more is in my first paid gig starter pack, so you don't have to figure this out alone. And don't forget, I also have that free first gig checklist for you in the description. So start with that, and when you're ready to go all in, grab the full guide, the full starter pack. All right, guys, don't forget to hit subscribe for more business tips, and tell me in the comments, what is your biggest struggle with booking your first gig? I would love to chat with you.